Greetings, gamers! I'm Shoot Kapow, and I'm here with random guy kidnapped off the street again.
It keeps happening.
Yeah. I don't have a problem.
Like,
you know.
I'm in a different state now. How did you...
I have my ways. Anyway, welcome back to Pikmas, is what I should be saying as the first thing, instead of like kidnapped a guy off the street. Today, we are going to be ranking all of the bosses, in general, just based on, like, their appearances throughout the series. So, like, not separating 2 and 4 Water Wraith, not separating, like, every single appearance of Beatty. Speaking of Beatty, Beatty and Baldy are both here. We can separate that, I guess, if we want.
I mean, but there's also Shaggy. Like Baldy is just an easier version of Beatty because of you can still climb up his legs. So I'm gonna rank it lower because I like it when Pikmin crushes my balls.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get started on the tier list, because at this rate, this video is already going to be much longer than all the other Pikmas videos. But we're going to be starting off with a bang. This guy's immediately going in the top tier.
The
Sirehound is
peak.
Sirehound. It's so
Sirehound
good.
Is great. It's infuriating, but that's what I want from a Pikmin final boss.
Yeah, especially the final phase, because like...
Yeah, because it gets the prog fog.
Yeah, it gets the prog fog everywhere, and then it roars and scatters your Pikmin, and especially if you're on
Yeah.
Ochi, you just like explode. It's a really well-designed boss. There's just...
I need more final bosses that, 1, use every type, but 2, don't have a way you can cheese it with a single type Plasm Wraith.
Yeah, and
like, Titan Dweevil... Titan Dweevil is so unfair, but I love it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It is kind of just, you know, Pikmin 2 final boss, you know. So, and as you can see, we've got some fun little tiers on the side here. We have, you know, like a natural progression. Then we have that one wooden bear treasure from Pikmin 2. Because I knew I was going to name the bottom tier Utter Scrap, but then I didn't really have a name for the middle tier, so I just named it that one wooden bear treasure from Pikmin 2.
It's the fossilized Ursidae.
Yeah, that one wooden bear treasure from Pikmin 2.
I don't know why I know that off the top of my head, but...
Because you're a nerd. Anyway, Arctic Cannon Beetle, I think that's a pretty one wooden bear treasure from Pikmin. It's meh. It's meh.
Yeah.
It's just kind of mediocre, you know?
Like, I'm glad we finally actually, like, see it, since we've had the larva.
Yeah.
Since 3, but
it doesn't really do much.
It just shoots a straight line very slowly.
Yeah, and do the snowballs even kill Pikmin?
No. I think the only thing that kills them is like the icicles that fall when the snowball hits the wall. But if you're on Ochi, then like what do they do? And
you're gonna be on Ochi for like most of the game, so
yeah.
Groovy Longlegs on the opposite end of the spectrum is peak. One of
the
guy
only times
makes
4 ever got challenging.
As a concept, it's so good. As a design, it's really good. As a fight, it's a lot of fun.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's kind of just like a slightly challenging basic enemy, and that's kind of it's like the
really,
bull bear if they tried to pass the bull bear off as a boss.
But yeah, literally just
this
in
is
the tutorial, you charge at it with moss once and it's dead.
Yep. Well, I mean they don't let you kill it.
If you're weird like me and go out of your way to collect every Pikmin.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave them behind.
But yeah, this guy, it's a fun concept. It attacks in an interesting way, but you just kind of, it's kind of just a one-trick thing.
Yeah.
Toxtool. Toxtool is a lot of fun.
I love it, but it gets taken so far down just for only showing up once.
Yeah. I really like the Toxtool. It's a lot of fun. A great take on the Puffstool. I like how it revives toxic molds and revives poison enemies. If they used it more, if they end up using it more in like a potential DLC, I would definitely rank it up in like high A tier.
I love the detail that like the moldy bulborbs and the moldy slooches aren't even considered like part of their family because it's literally just like cordycepsing them.
Yeah, it's really it's really fun. Just as a concept, as a boss, it does really well. But only appearing once kind of brings it down to like the bottom of this tier, probably. Empress is a good fight, but God, I'm traumatized from the last fight in 2. Yeah. It is definitely one of those fights. Honestly, I feel like I feel like Frontier Cavern is worse, honestly, because like I mean,
Yep.
you can't just like go through and smack them all with your captain, whereas you don't really have the room to do that.
Yeah, it's
And,
not that hard if you just sacrifice Louis. We all want to.
yeah, and the rocks falling does make the one in what is it, Hole of Heroes
It's
more challenging.
Yeah, Heroes.
Yeah, Empress. I like it a lot. It's a really fun design. I like the
I'd say-
diversity between all the fights.
I'd say like lower solid.
Yeah, because I definitely want to put it in A tier just for its appearances in 2. Maybe in like higher A tier because I do really like its appearance in Cavern for a King. I think that is a really interesting and really challenging way to use
That's a fun
it.
way to do it.
Yeah, that's a really fun way to use it. It's definitely going to be somewhere in this tier.
I did just spicy spray once, charge with OG, and call it a day, though. I will admit.
It took me like a few attempts to just get fed up and do that, but you know. This guy, Armored Cannon Beetle.
That's a good freaking boss right there.
Yep. It's a classic, of course. I like it a lot. I really love like all of its appearances in 4.
Also, good on whoever made this tier list for not making the Horned Cannon Beetle its own enemy, because you're right.
Yeah. Like, they're basically the same thing. It doesn't really matter at all. This guy definitely gonna go in solid, though. Above or below Empress is the question.
Ooh.
That's a pretty tricky conundrum.
The 2 fights with it in 1 are like some of the only parts of 1 I actively look forward to. Because I don't know, it's just fun for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun boss. I like its mechanic of you have to throw the Pikmin into the tiny hole before it shoots the boulders. Yeah. And I really like how it was used in 4 a lot. It was placed really well. It didn't feel like overdone. It's just a super, super solid boss. Honestly, I'll put it above. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. I have a bone to pick with most bosses in 3, because in a game where the entire point is to be as fast and efficient as possible, they just like cap how much damage you can do to it in 1 cycle.
Yeah, that's really annoying. I don't like that a lot. I do like the Maudette, though. I think the Maudette is probably my favorite boss in 3.
Really? I think it's mid.
I feel like it's a really good introduction for the Rock Pikmin. I feel like it's a great, great first boss.
You know what was a good introduction for the Rock Pikmin? Crystals that are right next to its onion.
I mean, yeah, but a good like introductory boss for the Rock Pikmin that also serves to kind of ease you into the bigger bosses of 3. Like while 3's bosses did definitely have their problems, I really liked the grandeur and the presentation that they had along with them. Like
the music is the best part of the bosses for me.
True. The music is really, really good. Honestly, I just like how the bosses are done outside of like the actual mechanics. Because like the designs are really fun. The way they attack is really fun.
Yeah, okay.
All of their like little gimmicks are fun. Meyerclops, like that thing was unprecedented.
Meyerclops' peak we're not there yet.
We'll get to Meyerclops.
We're talking about friggin' Blue Raspberry Jolly Rancher over here.
I kind of want to put this guy like.
I want to put it in wooden. I want to put it in the Ursa Day.
Yeah. I want to put this guy here. I kind of want to put it above Toxtool, but nah.
Toxtool's just cooler.
Yeah, true. Ooh, Smoky Prague.
Okay, this thing is hell on earth in a randomizer because it's the last thing you want to see.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about a randomizer now, are we?
Yeah. Smoky Prague is...
Smoky Prague, that's like half a day's investment.
Yeah.
And that if you're good at the game, you'd never use. But I don't know, I do love like optional super bosses in games.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. And I really like how it's done in 4 because obviously power creep got to it, but that just makes it, in my opinion, a better
Okay.
like not super boss, just like a regular boss.
I can kind of like I'm going to guess you had the same experience. Yeah, you're going through the hideaway night missions, and you see the egg, and you just like I stopped walking, and I just sat there staring at it in terror.
Yeah, that
I had to pause the game for a minute and be like, no, oh god, no.
I was like, there's no way.
And then like the immediate fear of like, it's just coming for you. Not even like wandering around sitting there by your onions. If it gets to your base, you're just screwed.
Yeah. Like that's the thing, because you actually like have
No, and
like
like
you have incentive to like go like straight for the egg, because like it's not just you go for the egg, you sit there, it hatches, like it's a super boss you choose to fight. It's more so like
it's a ticking time bomb.
yeah, it's really good. I like how it's done in 4 a lot.
Honestly, I kind of want to put it above the Sire Hound.
Kinda. Yeah.
So, one time you actually fight it normally, it's a pushover, but I love that the night missions are like almost horror, and that's the best part of it.
Yeah, I feel like its main issue is being almost exclusive to the night missions in 4. Because, like, let's be honest, the night missions are mid.
I like them. I mean, they're the closest we get to mission mode in 4 right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Or aside from the Dundora challenges, but there's 10 of those, so.
Yeah. They just kind of get repetitive to me, I'm not gonna lie.
I vibe with them.
We'll put it right below Sire Hound.
I can live with that.
Alright. Let's do these guys real quick. All 3 of them.
Hang on, can we... I'm not in control here, but I would like to request we make, like... okay, we'll place Beatty, and then I'll say this.
Alright. I think Beatty goes either here or here.
I'd say bottom of solid, because he's such a pushover in 2.
I like Beatty.
Can we put, like, a tier in between Ursa Day and Meh that's just Beatty but bad?
Yeah, sure. And row above.
And do I heat warp
colors a bit?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I will say Baldy does get points for the jump scare in 4.
Yeah.
That goes hard.
I like
Scared
that.
the crap out of me.
And I do kind of like that he is in night mode. It just kind of I don't know.
The Baldy in night mode gave me a hard time. I do like that.
Yeah.
He's at his best in 4, but like it's he Beatty.
Yeah. Shaggy Longlegs.
It's fine. I like that he has like an Arctic variant.
He just kind of feels like a little like monotonous to fight. Just kind of boring.
I mean, if you go in with Bomb Rocks.
Anyway, this guy.
We don't even have to talk about this.
Do we?
I don't think we do, unless you have a hot take.
I mean, I kind of like its design. It kind of jump scared me back.
Design is good, but that doesn't save it for being the bottom of that barrel.
Yeah.
Like you could tell a Yo Mama joke to this thing and it'll keel over dead.
Honestly, true.
Doesn't even have to be a good one.
I've never really had a problem with this thing, to be fair, since like the age of 10. So.
I still gotta make my sister play Pikmin so she can lose half of her squad to that. Because she absolutely would. Not a diss at my sister, she's just not a gamer. And I love torturing her by showing her stuff.
It's better than Porquillin, at least. I think. I guess. Maybe?
I guess since we're incorporating the design, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you do have to charge it 3 times to kill it, not just once.
This guy.
S tier.
Absolute banger boss.
Snagrid is so iconic. Snagrid is it's a good boss in every game.
I kind of want to put it above.
I just hate that it only shows up once in 3 and 4 each.
Yeah, it's Snagrid. It's Snagrid. I like Snagrid. Is it above Groovy?
I think so, because it's just like you said, it's Snagrid.
Yeah, I mean it's an icon of the series. You know, you can't just like leave it out.
It's like Bulborb, Wollywog, Snagrid. Those are the 3.
Yeah. Speaking of which, why are you here? Bro tried to fit in.
Because it's the Master Wog.
Okay, and who cares?
Good point.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Rump up. Why are you here? You did not need to be here. You shot him like twice. I mean, I like the tail mechanic at least.
I mean, yeah, I do like that.
I do like that it kind of sets up Sire Hounds, but why did it have to be on such like a mediocre and forgettable boss? Like nobody would remember this thing if it didn't show up in the trailer.
It should be so much cooler than that.
Yeah.
It did actually give me a little bit of a hard time my first fight with it, I think, though.
That's fair, I guess. I kind of want to put it like maybe like just edge that a place above Arctic.
Okay. This is on the assumption that meh is going to get a little more full. I think it should be top of meh.
All right.
Like there's a gap between the two.
Yeah, that's fair. Emperor.
Top of butter crap. Your design, your boss design, not your like character design. Your boss design does not fit the name Emperor.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like how Emperor was handled in 4 and like late game of 2, because it was treated more like an in between of a boss and a normal enemy. But the fact that
they did kind of like throw a bunch together. I do like that it has the roar in.
Yeah, yeah, I like that a lot. I really like that one sub-level in one of the Wistful Island caves. I forget which one it was, but
where it's all of them in the water.
Yeah, it's all of them in the water with a bunch of bomb rocks, and you have to like.
Yeah. I do like that one.
That's a lot of fun.
Ursidae?
Yeah, we'll put like bottom.
Yeah.
Ursidae.
Fulix is pretty good.
I like Fulix a lot. Fulix is definitely.
Like that was the first like real boss I fought in 4. Good start.
Yeah.
Like I lost my mind when I saw like a form of Gulix back.
Yeah.
Even though it does kind of kill Umibozu just a little bit.
A little bit. I feel like it's a little bit one note is my only issue with it.
But it is an early boss.
Yeah.
So...
You can't really fault it too much for that. Want to put it in like,
yeah.
I feel weird putting it in solid with like all these like iconic bosses.
It's just that good.
Above B?
No, not a chance.
Yeah, alright. Oh,
I hate it.
I hate it. The main thing for me was that the fight was just...
It drags on.
Not really fun. Yeah, it just drags on for a little too long. Like, having to remove every single piece from its back to kill it. I feel like it would have been better if the little spots you attacked didn't like go away after you do a set amount of damage.
That works for like a 3D Mario boss, where it's like, okay, now you gotta aim for this one.
Yeah.
For like ground pound, not for Pikmin.
Yeah. And bottom of meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gulix.
Gulix. I gotta admit something. I don't think I've ever fought Gulix before. I always
same.
Go back to Impact Site.
This is like the one boss that I've never fought.
I think I did fight it once or twice in a randomizer.
Yeah, Gulix is a fun Easter egg. Besides that,
I think it is a really interesting concept for a boss. Like you like stock up damage on like the pearl, and then you hit the brain, and it does all that damage to it at once.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And it is nice to have an enemy that specifically blues have to go up against.
Yeah, but it's just so unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate that it was just like almost never used. Yeah, it's just like an optional boss. I want to put it like bottom of this tier. Yeah, this guy.
Get that thing in utter scrap right now.
Yeah. It's just another bigger version of a different enemy.
It shows up once. Doesn't kill Pikmin. I'm 90% sure.
It does kill Pikmin.
It's not even fun because you have to charge it twice.
Yeah.
Like you have to OD charge it twice to make it vulnerable. Like what? Are you thinking?
The fact that they put this thing in white key is kind of annoying, cause like.
I do like that it looks like a watermelon, but that's it.
Yeah. That'll at least put it above this guy. Mamuda.
Mamuda, okay, make a new top tier.
Alright. Let's see. I'll make it Mamuda colored.
Yeah.
I love you. I wish you
Yeah,
were here
yep.
more.
And I wish it was real.
I wish Mamuda was real. Gun! That's Pete.
Yeah. Oh no, okay. I do have to take points off because they absolutely neutered it in 4.
Yeah, I mean, that is if you use wings,
Like,
which are wings in Pikmin 4.
They neutered it in general. Because this thing was on your, like, this thing was on top of you the entire time, in 2. Especially in the maps when it's shielded by water.
Yeah.
But
I
then,
I like it in 4. I like the fact that you actually have to, like, you can't just hide behind the walls the whole time. You also have to, like, run away from it, and
I
that's
like
actually
the walls breaking 4. Yeah, I like that your
Yeah.
cover breaks, but it's
and I like that running away from it is actually plausible because of Ochi.
I love the chaos of it. Like you go through one of the hardest caves in the game in 2 before they just got relentlessly unfair. And like this is like the earliest boss you can go to that's like, oh crap. Like
Yeah.
This is Pikmin 2.
Yeah, Mana Legs is. I feel like it's the quintessential Pikmin 2 enemy besides the Dweevil.
And something else that we'll get to.
Yeah, but
It is on screen right now.
bum 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 bum.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway, Gun Spider,
Good.
very good.
Good.
Ranging
good.
Boister.
Okay.
I like the
Boister's
captain
a
switching
good boss.
mechanic. Yeah, it's just kind of a slog.
Not just captain switching for a boss. The only time you switch captains, period, in 2.
Well, I mean, I tend to use it enough, but you know.
I mean, it's. I don't know. They didn't perfect captain switching until 3.
Yeah. The lack of go here
Like,
is
the
really
only
kind of hard.
the only thing you can really do is just have the other captains sit there while Pikmin like knock down a gate or something.
Yeah. Moving on to another boss. Well, actually, is that ranking okay?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Alright. Moving on to this guy.
You used to be the bane of my existence. Now you're alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, Piliated's alright.
Yeah. Put like, above.
Like, Snaggart with foot sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
But, like, you deal with it the same way.
Yeah. Above Gulix.
Yeah.
Alright. Plasm Wraith.
It's infuriating to fight with every type of Pikmin.
Yeah.
It's boring to fight with just rocks.
I like its design. It's very, like, sleek.
Design is peak. I love goop stuff. I love shadow stuff, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know why I mentioned shadow stuff because it's not relevant here. I just like there's a reason no Inani Sanima looks like that.
I like it a lot. I kind of want to put it in solid. Like, oop.
In solid, it's not a fun boss. It's the final boss, and it's mid.
Okay.
I'll take Somewhere in Ursidae just because the design's peak and I like its relevance to the plot.
Yeah.
But like.
I like the way you fight it. I like how you.
Yeah.
Like chip off the little
parts
pieces.
of it. That's yeah.
Yeah, that's a really fun idea. I just feel like it really could have been executed better. Yeah.
And also, it just canonically, like, gets like bodied by Olimar in the side missions.
Yeah. Maybe like above Armored Guy.
Armored Guy.
Anyway, Puffstool.
Puffstool. How they butchered you. I wanted Puffmin.
Yeah, I miss
Like
Puffman.
I saw that in the intro of the giant, not the giant, sorry,
Primordial Thicket.
Primordial Thicket. Thanks.
I love Primordial
Yeah,
Thicket. It's so much fun.
Primordial Thicket's peak. Where did we put it on your like on our map ranking?
I forgot. You'll just
I
have to watch that video to
it
find
was
out.
like it was like A or S, I want to say.
Yeah, it was high up for sure.
Um, like I was so excited to see it, in the intro to Thicket, and I was severely let down, because it
because
doesn't
no Puffman.
no Puffman. It does the same thing, um,
That the
Groovy
Groovy
does.
Longlegs does, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's interesting as a boss, as a concept. I like its design.
I think it goes. I think it goes in Ursidae with its cousin, just not as high.
Yeah. Above Gulix still, or
I think above Gulix, yeah.
alright.
Above Pileated.
Yeah, sure.
Also, I keep
Myroclops.
dreading, like, learning I'm pronouncing Ursidae wrong, and then someone in the comments is gonna point it out, and I'll never be able to live this down because I've said it like 10 times in the video so far.
That's fun.
Myroclops,
Myroclops.
it's not a Mamuta, but put it up there.
I like Myroclops a lot.
It's Mamuta shaped.
Eh,
Kinda.
yeah, kinda. They both have, like, gray on them. But seriously though, I kinda like above Groovy.
I would say above Snagrit.
Yeah.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
It's
It's just like
time the boss fight in 3 is hard.
yeah, and it's also just like it's like
The
it's an
scale of
island. That's a whole island.
like, it's grandiose. It's like
Yeah,
the biggest and the biggest and best a boss fight in 3 gets.
yeah. It's probably just like the most the I can't really like find the word to describe it right now, but it's like the biggest boy in Pikmin.
I know what you're trying to say, but I'm also forgetting the word too. It's
I feel like grandiose works, but you already said that.
yeah.
I like it a lot.
Whatever.
I like Myroclops. Myroclops is fun.
Myroclops is peak.
It's really good. This
Raging
guy,
Longlegs?
I like Raging
I mean, the only
Longlegs, but
time
he
it
is like really
shows up,
easy.
like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. 20 purples.
20 purples, yep. Which, I mean, is enough to take out pretty much anything in the game, to be
But, like,
fair.
especially this thing, like,
Yeah.
like
He's
any
so
beating
big.
Purples aren't gonna cut it because they're high up. The raging is just a beady that purples can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I it's meh for me. I think it's better
Yeah.
than the whatever
Yeah.
the scorpion is called.
It's better than the Rump Up. Yeah.
Rump Up, yeah.
Yep,
Mirror
that was
Slug's
good.
pretty good.
I like Mearslug a lot. Mearslug is a fun boss. It reminds me a lot of the Molduga
Molduga.
from Breath of the Wild.
I don't think I fought the Molduga.
Really?
Oh no, wait, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, Gerudo Desert. That one.
Yeah.
That one's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it a lot. I like that it has multiple attacks, unlike
Every other boss. Well,
yeah.
Myroclops.
Yeah. I like that.
Bosses.
I like that it's a boss you use bomb rocks for,
Yeah.
and I think it's really satisfying just like rushing it with your Pikmin when it comes out of the ground.
Yeah. I like that. It's not throwing rocks at you. If you read the Picklepedia, that is its poop.
That's
It
crazy.
poops out of its mouth.
I want to put it like mid, maybe high. High mid tier.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We're putting like all the 3 bosses besides the Myroclops together. Oh, and then you. I wish you weren't so easy.
Okay.
Eh.
Like.
Just for the premise, I want to put it outside of bottom
deserves
tier.
so much better.
Yeah. I'll put it above the Gildamander and the Arctic.
Yeah.
It deserves that much at least.
It deserved so much better, but that's where like the like damage capping is at its worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a fun concept for a boss, having 100 Scornets to mirror your 100 Pikmin.
And yeah.
And just like the idea of just like this big like hornet enemy that like controls the smaller hornet enemies with like a harp that is its mouth. Like,
and yeah.
Like, man, it's such a cool boss.
But like, if you can make using winged Pikmin in 3 not fun, like, what did you do wrong?
Yeah.
Can you make a tier list above movement? I'm joking, but like.
Oh, bread bug though. I love the giant bread
bug.
He is my favorite boy.
It's honestly okay. I like the map better in 4.
Yeah.
But I don't like in 4 that you can just kind of cheese it by throwing Pikmin on top of it.
Yeah, that's not very.
Like I understand that it's a last resort.
Yeah.
If you're bad enough that it gets all the treasure, but like if you're bad enough, would you have?
That's a skill
made
issue.
It that far into the game? Yeah, it's a Dandori issue.
Apart from that, I do really like how it's done in 4.
That's why there's a reset button.
Yeah. Apart from that, I like how it's done in 4. I like that they gave it a little more like personality. Now, like instead of just walking off, it just it charges at you.
I think
this guy's solid at least.
They should make it go Super Saiyan in 5.
They should. Super Saiyan giant bread bug.
Okay, it brings the Chaos Emeralds to its den.
Anyway, I wanna say like it's solid at least, like high solid, like
yeah. Honestly, top
not,
solid.
Yeah. Giant bread bug's a really fun enemy. I like it a lot.
Oh god. This thing.
Oh.
Yep.
We're not debating this. I hate you. I hate you so much.
Full agreement.
Alright, now we got the Snowflake Fluttertail.
Snowflake Fluttertail. That's a My Little Pony OC.
It is. Oh, it so is. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the Snowflake Fluttertail. Let's take a look at this guy. I think it's interesting. I really like how they incorporated the fire starters into a boss fight, and
yeah.
I think it's decently difficult because you actually have to like they're on opposite sides of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, just like with the Scornet Maestro, Moth Enemy deserved so much better than this thing.
Yeah.
Like I saw it in the trailer, and I was like, Moth Enemy, Leaf Bug Fable's real.
Yeah.
And it was mid.
Yep. It was used like once, and it was like all right, I guess, but it just never came back. I like its design a lot. I like how its fight was done, like well enough. I like the premise, at least.
Yeah.
We'll put it like above Raging.
I would say I like it more than the Ranging Cloister, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Here's the doodle of the room I'm talking about that the Crobster fell on me on.
Oh, oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Like that one in the submerged
has,
castle.
Little ridge. It isn't submerged castle at one point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be like
a
treasure on like the elevated area, and there's like the little dirt mound on the side you can get up to throw Pikmin on top too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this placement. Yeah.
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 Anyway, this placement. What do we think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. This guy... Sovereign
I
Bulbwax.
think you said before you weren't too hyped about like the retcon that the Emperor in 1 is actually a sovereign. I think that's really sick.
I think I just, like, I zoned out. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, listen to my music that is going to be linked in the description if I don't forget it, which I probably will forget it, but it is playing in the background right now in the video of the
Don't
Sovereign
forget it.
Bulbwax theme that is called the Emperor Bulbwax theme, but is actually mostly the Sovereign Bulbwax theme that I dropped in the description, that I composed, that I wrote. I wrote music based on Pikmin, and I think it's really good. I am. I'm so incredibly talented, just not talking. Anyway, this guy is, like, really good. If not really, really good. One of those.
I think it's a little. I think it's a little. Like, I don't think it's intuitive enough that bombs are its weakness in 1.
Yeah. Like, it gives the yellow something to do, and that's kind of it.
Yeah. But, like, how are you supposed to know that. That you're not only that you're supposed to have bombs instead of just charging it with reds, how are you supposed to know that you're supposed to time it so that the yellow throws the bomb specifically when it's aiming its tongue at you?
Yeah, it's weird. For sure. I do like it though.
Being said,
it's
boss.
Yeah, it's a good final boss. It's fun.
And
it's very intimidating.
In 4, I loved actually using bomb rocks on it.
Yeah. I didn't really use bomb rocks because I never use items, but you know.
You can do this. I only used bomb rocks out of them, like bomb rocks and spicy spray. I kept it.
Yeah.
I kept it classic.
I really like this guy in 4. It's part of what makes Subterranean Swarm one of my favorite caves. It's just... It's the poison, the sticky mold one.
Yes!
I think it has an armored cannon beetle too, but I'm not sure. Or a horned cannon beetle, I guess. Anyway. I think top of solid works, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that works well enough. This guy... Above Snagrit.
Titan Dweevil, my good buddy.
I'm kind of thinking like middle of peak.
Yeah. It's the perfect final boss for a game as unfair as Pikmin 2.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it using a hazard that insta-kills your Pikmin, and then also having multiple other things that can insta-kill your Pikmin, like the flamethrower with the...
Yeah, the flame, like, stun locks you, so it may as well be an insta-kill.
And then the...
Comedy bomb.
Hydro...
The Monster Pump.
Monster Pump, right.
I
keep thinking Hydro Pump. Yeah, Monster Pump hitting the Pikmin that you stash away because you only want to use yellows. Comedy Bomb just...
Or you could just be good at the game and specifically target the shock therapist first with the yellows.
I'm going to eat you.
I'm going to enjoy it. Cut that out.
Hold on. Behemoth Fozbat.
I love the Fozbat.
The Fozbat is my favorite. This is my guy. This is my dude here. This is the guy that you go out with drinks for every Tuesday, and he's just like, hey,
this friggin' guy. He's the anime protagonist's childhood best friend who dies in the first episode.
Yeah, I love him so much. That being said, I like his boss fight too.
Yeah,
I like his boss fight.
I love that it isn't just, oh, turn everything on and then he's instantly done, because he still does fight back once you turn the lights all on.
Yeah.
I would put it...
it's definitely solid, right? Because, like, it still does suffer from Pikmin
solid, honestly.
Yeah.
Pikmin 3 popped off for 2 boss fights specifically, and then the rest it just sort of made out of
Yeah.
obligation.
And then it made Scorner Maestro.
It attempted Scorner Maestro.
It attempted. There was an attempt. Not really though. We just say that to make them feel better. Water Wraith. Let's go.
Peak.
Question is above.
Out of like the top 3 in Peak, it's definitely the most iconic, so I think that should count for something.
Yeah.
In terms of mechanics, it is kind of basic, and once you play for long enough, you realize how stupid its AI is.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Its AI is
smarter
really stupid.
Or I will give it that.
I kinda want to put it here. I like that.
Do I like the prog more though?
As a Pikmin 2 fan, no, I don't.
As an also Pikmin 2 fan, maybe.
It's a maybe.
Prog and 4, because Prog and 4 and Wraith overall do horror so well, and I love horror in non-horror games.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I
Um,
do like that. It's fun.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say they're tied for now.
Yeah,
Cop out, but that's how I feel.
yeah. And I think that the Water Wraith is better. So
All right.
I guess collective opinion. That's where it ends up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the tier list.
Quote, my favorite FNAF character named Venom. That's a reference no one will get.
We got the list from you to Mamuda. And everything in between.
I
and the
don't
Scorner
even know
Maestro.
if we're joking about Mamuda is the funny part.
Yeah, I like Mamuda a lot. I like its design. I think it's just a silly little guy.
I feel bad for killing it, and I think for that I give it pity points that take it to the top.
Yeah. We've got a lot of iconic bosses. We've also got the... the Snowflake Fluttertail. We got that too. We pretend to like him. We like invite him over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And he talks about...
It's like your uncle who makes like kind of weird comment about race.
Yeah.
But, like you can't not invite him. He's your uncle.
Yeah, but that's the video. The tier list and the video. And wow, actually we didn't have like any of the tiers like overflow into a second row. That's a first.
That's pretty epic.
That's pretty cool.
I think.
Why does the Plasm Wraith have like a beer belly? And why does he have those thighs? Man.
It does. You know what? It's Olamar's MILF.
True. Anyway, that is the video. Like and subscribe and comment about how like wrong we are, I guess.
I think if I have the time and energy to do this before the video is released, you should put a teaser trailer for Piss Quest here.
True. That'd be a lot of fun.
I probably won't, but you never know.
I don't even know how many people are gonna watch to the end of this video because we now have like an hour and 5 minutes and 30 seconds of footage.
No one, because they clicked off the second we put Mamuda at top.
True. But yeah, comment down below. Comment like Piss Quest if you're still watching, cause
And play it too.
and play it too when it comes out.
It's really funny. One of my
It is really
attacks
funny.
is rambling about FNAF lore.
But anyway, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Join my Discord server. Send me money. And I think I have other things to promote too. Play Contrarian Mons if you're into Pokemon. Besides that is the video, and I've rambled way too long. But yeah, this is.
I haven't. It all started in the late 1970s. It's
Okay, this is Shoot Kapow. Over and out.
They